you're back at the top, first time since 2022. What's the significance about, getting one back?
I think when you look back at the tenure in the Summit League, we're just super proud. We were super proud when we first got into the conference. It was 22 of 22 ranked conferences, and to have like some top 5 finishes, to have multiple teams make the NCAA tournament from the Summit League, that was kind of always the goal and the dream. And I just really appreciated Josh Fenton's leadership. Cody Craner, they just done a great job like elevating men's soccer and listening to the coaches in how to schedule harder, how to make sure that we're putting ourselves in the best the best position to succeed. And so, for us, it's bittersweet because this is the last time that we're with the Summit League. And we've just taken so much pride, going to 2 Final Fours, making the NCAA tournament 13 in the past 14 years. There's such a level of consistency when you win 10 of 13 conference championships, when you win 11 of 13 regular season championships, the consistency in that, so many student athletes, so many games, so much adversity, spanning over 14 years. And I don't care what, sport, gender, it's incredible what these guys have done. And so when the news came out that we were going to go to the West Coast Conference, I think there was like a heightened awareness of how important this league was to us, and I think when that announcement got made, we really made a push that we need to push to win the double, and just super proud of the effort of the guys.
Well, and these 2 teams probably the biggest driver of the success of this league. Just what does it mean? I mean, 5 years straight that these teams have met in the postseason. Just the consistency of these 2 programs.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, listen, the better the competition in the league, the better all the teams are for it. And, I have great admiration for them, their coaching staff. They ask questions of us that nobody else does. And, even though they won't be in our conference, moving forward, we'll play them every year because it makes us better, and mostly because they're a top 25 team. And so we've needed each other to continue to grow, to continue to push each other outside of our comfort zones, and we're really appreciative of the rivalry that we have.
This game in particular, what was the challenge that you gave to your players?
I think in these games, I thought last year we outplayed them, and the game was decided, on a red card. And when we looked back, I think a lot of teams could say and make excuses. Oh, the ref made the decision, but we didn't, and I thought that allowed us to kind of propel us to our best self, because we realized that we got to take punches and we got to throw punches. And so, this year in the final, I think it was just different. We came in with a different mentality, and you could see that. I think when you play in a final like that and you score that early, it kind of did deflate the game a little bit. Not that obviously I would take the goal. 2 minutes in, it's an incredible finish, and it's exactly how we thought we'd catch them. But it did kind of deflate the game a little bit. We weren't as hungry as kind of we wanted to be. And in the second half, we just know how dangerous they are. We said even if we get this 3rd goal, like we're pushing the 3rd goal, but like that's not going to be enough, and so get the 4th. And so I was just proud because I thought it really could have been 6 or 7, and we just kind of poured it on.
Yeah, some of the questions that you posed after last week's game, what you're doing in possession, how you show up for each other, what was the other one? How you solve problems. How much were those questions answered today?
Yeah, I mean, when you look back at the past 6 weeks, the last time that we've played them, the growth that we've had with our ball possession and how we can kind of make teams, they got to make decisions. If you want to come and try to press us and leave us exposed at the back, then we can go route one and we can get vertical. And so, I thought all game they had to make a tough decision. If they were going to commit a lot of numbers pressing forward, then it was going to commit space for them in behind. And I think that was just a cat and mouse game all day.
It took 2 minutes to capitalize on that. Was that kind of something you're looking to capitalize on?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, when you play the team as much as you do, they know our strengths, they know our weaknesses, and we know theirs. And for us, it was really about matching up, the center backs and making them defend.
Yeah. Keegan has obviously gotten kind of the headlines for scoring now 5 in 3 games. Kyle now has scored 5 in 5. Just to have that kind of double-headed monster right now, getting hot at the right time.
Yeah, and then with the addition of Holger Olsen back too, a couple years ago he's our leading goal scorer, and so he's just kind of been hot and cold this season with injury and coming back, and so to have all 3 of those guys playing at the level they did and man, what a performance by Luke Schultz. He came in and he was super gritty. He did what the game needed, in that moment. And to have, Chetty, to have Keegan to be finding form the way that they are, it's just a testament to they never stopped believing in the process. And forwards, they got such a tough job because Keegan got a goal called back this season. He's hit post a bunch. The keeper's made a bunch of good saves, and he's just never stopped. And, for us, we're a dangerous team when those guys are scoring like that.
Yeah, for you to, be talking about getting that third goal tonight and for it to be scored in the way that it was, just how much more, I guess, rewarding was that to see?
Yeah, I think what I liked the most about the goal was the mentality of the team. You could feel the energy that we wanted to go get that third goal. And then once we got the third goal, we wanted to really, really get the fourth goal. And we kind of said in these finals, there's not that much tactics that go on. It's more your fighting spirit. It's more your belief. And, that's what I was most proud of. And I didn't get as good of an angle as the crowd did, but as soon as they hit it, you could see the crowd raise, and it's just a special moment.
Yeah. As you're looking at another NCAA tournament, what have you learned about this team? I mean, every group, every year has a different kind of ethos, a different kind of ecosystem. What have you learned about your team this year?
Just the resolve that they have, the belief that it's really necessary to go and play these top games. And if you get a draw at Stanford, if you get a win against San Diego, if you get a tie at Creighton, these are all results that we feel like we're in our control. And we let it slip, and we lost those margins. And for us, we just have never went outcome. You win the regular season and the conference championship so many times, but it's not about that. It's about this pursuit of excellence. It's about this journey together. And so what I know about the team is just their resolve. It's like you can punch us, but we're going to keep punching and we're going to get back up. And that's why I'm so proud of the group, because I think a lot of teams in men's soccer have played more home games and shied away from big moments and shied away from big games. Just the opposite of what these guys have done, and because of that, I think we're in a much better position. We know exactly who we are. We know what our strengths are, and ultimately we know what our weaknesses are too.